Hi Frugal friends, it's Kim here with your daily dose of frugality. Here on the YouTube channel is Fire for Me. We are almost done with our automobile section of this little book, 365 Ways to Live Cheap. We're on number 45 in this book, which means that we have spent 45 days together learning how to be more thrifty and frugal in our lives. And I appreciate you for tuning in to all of those. But today's tip, number 45, is to pay for car repairs with a credit card. Now this one I think can be maybe a little bit controversial for some people who don't believe in having credit cards or using credit cards, but let's see what they have to say and then we can talk about it. When you get your car repaired, pay for the repair with a credit card and then pay the credit card balance off immediately. Why? Credit cards offer significant consumer protection against fraud. If your car repair is faulty, you can contact your credit card company and have them deal with it rather than trying to fight it yourself, and likely coughing up more dough for more repairs. It's kind of an interesting take. I didn't know that that's the direction that they were going to go with this. I thought that it might be because you can often get a credit card that gives you rewards or cash back. So when you're using a credit card for a bigger purchase like this, you actually could get some money back, or you could get air miles or something of that nature. But it is interesting to think that if you maybe went to a mechanic and for some reason they did a really faulty repair, that you could actually contest the charge. So I'd be interested to know if anyone's tried this or if you know that this is successful. I think before I felt comfortable doing this, I would want to do some research and make sure that that's actually true and that's actually a thing that you can do with a credit card, is to use them for faulty repairs and things of that nature. So I definitely think if you are someone who maybe is just kind of getting your financial legs under you, and credit cards are a way that you spend money maybe without thinking about it and without being intentional about making the purchases. Maybe if you're struggling with credit card debt, it might not be the best idea to use a credit card for this type of purchase. But I also think that if you're someone who has maybe been doing this a while, or you've never struggled with credit card debt, credit cards are a great way to get cash back and earn rewards for things like these bigger purchases. Jesse and I use credit cards for all sorts of things. Any bill that can be paid with a credit card, we put on a credit card, and then we don't carry a balance on our credit cards. But I would say last year I probably earned, somewhere between $500 and $800 in cash back. A big portion of that was actually a large purchase that I made for a job I was working at, and then I was reimbursed, and it was a huge purchase. And so because I have a pretty high limit on my credit card, I was able to get several $100s back from making this purchase for the place that I worked at. So I think that this tip, the way that I originally thought they were going to do it, was to use a credit card to get cash back and so forth. But the way that they're talking about it is to fight bad repairs. And I would like to do a little more exploration about that, or hear your thoughts on that in the comments below. I will see you back here tomorrow. Tomorrow's our last episode of automobile thrifty tips from this book. So I'm excited to dive into that with you and then start a new section. I will see you back here tomorrow, and I appreciate you tuning in.